back at work officially. I've already been kind of in and out of the office, kind of setting up my space and doing other things that I have to do before the start of the school year. Very sad, y'all. I really am. I'm not ready to go back. It's a big shift after nearly 4 months at home. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Karina. I am an SLPA sharing my family, speech, and lifestyle here on YouTube. I did just have a baby in April. So I've been home since a week before I gave birth to my baby girl. And I also have a toddler who is 2.5 right now. And so that's been my life all this time. It's still truly pretty difficult adjusting to two. I thought I got the hang of it, but obviously getting back into the schedule of things like with work, going to work, waking up early, coming home, and having just like a system in place is taking a while again. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. Yeah, all sorts of emotions going back into work. I've cried so many times in the shower. If you're a mom, I feel like you just get it, because you know there's been times where I just really wish I could stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom. I don't know entirely how much I plan on filming while I'm at work, honestly. This week is kind of a slow week. It is the week before therapy services begin. You know, I have a lot of deadlines to meet. I have like an entire checklist to complete. I have things to print, things to sign and get out to parents. So a lot of paperwork has to be done this week. A lot of planning has to get done this week. And you know, just getting back into the groove of things. So this morning I am meeting with my speech supervisor. If you don't know already, the SLP, you know, is kind of the person who you seek for advice on top of, you know, any questions that you may have. Really, it goes immediately to your speech supervisor. The speech supervisor is also the one to create the goals. She has, you know, the caseload. All of those things is what we're figuring out today and kind of discussing, going over. Moving forward, if you are someone interested in working in the schools, I highly, highly, highly recommend you seek a time, you create a time in your schedule, you know, because you have the ability to create your own schedule. I highly, highly recommend you create an entire day or a 3-hour block in a day where you can meet with your speech supervisor and discuss new kids, goals that you might be confused about, progress, parent, you know, requests. Discuss all that one time per week. I know it seems a little repetitive and it may seem like, oh my gosh, I know this, I got this, I don't need to meet one time a week. But one, it counts as the indirect observation time that you need to meet with your SLP supervisor. And then, you know, you are staying on top of all of these kids and all of your questions are getting answered. There's no room for any mistake or room for any error, really, if you're doing this one time a week. And I have found that when I block off about 3 hours, a little more than 2 really, that gives me time to have these discussions, open up, you know, the floor for questions, and also get any paperwork that I need to get done. For example, if I am meeting with my supervisor and I say, hey, little Rio is having trouble with the S, yes, like on his goals, but I'm also saying that he's also not getting his F's down or his TH. Okay, so we'll look at blank, 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 and if she wants me to do a screener at that time, for example, then I have to print that screener. Or if she has ideas for me to see if he does truly have his TH or if he needs more help, then she will give me a game at that moment or something to print out, and that's when I go and I'm able to do all those things rather than just having it like on a to-do list and then getting to that to-do list later. It's just something I recommend. It's worked very well for me, and then I have the rest of the week, you know, to continue as I normally would. So I like to do all of these things on a Monday. There's people who prefer, you know, obviously a Friday when you have not very much to do, or if your schedules are lighter on a Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever works for you. I just recommend, yes, you put some time aside to meet with your speech supervisor. Hello, it's day 2, it's Tuesday, and I completely forgot to hit record once I got home. You know, it's just, again, all getting back into this routine. I was just telling my boyfriend yesterday that now that I'm back into the groove of things and getting back into work and traveling, like driving out to work and stuff, I wish I was closer. I wish I had a place that was literally down the street from my home. I don't want to be driving all the time. You know, actually the first time that I was driving, which was last Friday, I was driving and I felt so anxious. You know, if you're one of those girls who like your boyfriend, husband drives all the time for you, then when you get back on the road, it's like, what do? I got so anxious just kind of speeding, and I got nervous when I was making turns. I got nervous, you know, when I was gonna change lanes. I was extra cautious. It was just like I've never driven before because I was just so out of it. I got so used to my boyfriend driving us everywhere. So I think that definitely also plays a part in me wishing I had something closer to home. Like this driving back and forth every day, girl, in this heat, like I'm still hot inside of my car, you know what I mean? I didn't think like this when I had Rio. When I had my firstborn, it was just life. It was a part of life, and I knew, okay, after 6 weeks I'm supposed to go back. And it wasn't until now that I have two that I'm like, whoa, that was way too soon. I'll catch y'all once I'm home.
You've lasted here for 6 minutes, Mama. Great job, baby. Yeah.
Plan on getting all the data sheets ready and you know, writing down the goals and all that. I've worked for the past 2 days just kind of reviewing all of the speech students and seeing what goals we do, which goals we don't have, which ones are transfers, which ones are new kids, which ones are we going, you know, to decrease. I've done all that the past 2 days and met with my SLP. Now today it's really about putting all that together, finally creating like the system that works for me, which for the past few years has been a binder. I normally have my elementary kids come into my speech space and they immediately know to pull out what's called like our sign-in binder. For the middle school and high school students, what I've done in the past is also have them immediately sign in. They sit down and they kind of already know what the expectations are and how our therapy session goes. So I have to prep that speech like sign-in binder, and like I said, do the data sheets. The data sheets I've shown before, but it's been a long time, a few years actually, so I'll probably show that today. I just get free resources from online, any speech data sheets that I find. The past like 2 years have been the same format. However, this year I couldn't find it. I guess I didn't save the ones that I wanted. Like I didn't save them to my Google Drive or anything, or to my desktop. So today I already have some printed from yesterday that I kind of got ahead on, and I'll show you what the speech data sheets look like blank. I just keep elementary on one data sheet for each student. So what that looks like is, for me, Karina Sanchez, on my data sheet, like every blank is a different goal, and then the blank box next to it is my data. That's of course the plus, plus minus, plus circle, whatever works for me in that moment. For middle school and high school, since it's a lot more in a crunch time, I don't have an individual data sheet for everybody. I do that more so in groups. So let's say I get Karina, and then I pull Johnny, and then I also pull Alexis, 3. I have all of them on one data sheet. So my first boxes will be their names and their goals. The second set of boxes will be their progress. Because I can't imagine having to look through a bunch of data sheets from middle school and high school. Because again, like I have groups of 3, 4, 5 kids, and it's just time time flies by with middle school, high school, because of their like schedules, and they have obviously like first period, second period, third period. You only have a set amount of time versus in elementary when they're in one class all day. Sure, I know, hey, at 8:30 you have math, so I have to be done by 8:30, but it's not as fast paced. I guess I just get anxious about it, huh? Now that I'm talking about it. It's just in the moment. Like middle school, high school goes by a lot quicker. I also think I'm gonna have to this year, because middle school, high school, it's a lot. Like I said, when it's 4 kids in one group, I have to go and get all of those 4 kids like from different classes. So I'm thinking this year I'm just gonna give them some sort of card. I mean, they're perfectly capable of doing this. I'm gonna give them a card, like laminated or something, where they can see my speech day and my speech time. That way they just leave class. It's a lot. By the time I go get them and then come back, I feel like they've already spent, you know, at the very least 5 minutes with me. Do y'all do that? I mean, please let me know in the comments. I don't think I'm the only one. Like, if it takes me 5 minutes to go and get a group of students, I'm timing that like as their speech session, you know? So if their session is from 8 a.m. to 8:30, and it takes me, you know, from 7:55 maybe to like 8:02 to go get them and come back and get settled, their speech therapy time already started at 8. Because in my eyes, it's like we're talking on the way over here anyway. You know, I'm getting some data. if you're working on S's, and if I ask you to just say a bunch of S words, like, it counts as therapy, right? Let me know if that's what you do too, because I don't think I can't be the only one that's being right by me.
Hello. Hi. I'm a pretty baby clown. Oh, this so much. Deep. No laughs today. How about tummy time? Okay, so you have a big straw.
What did you say? Passing target.
And one time he was
We get to see the D.
Hello! Can I use this for popcorn?
Try waving. Open up your. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Hey, pretty baby girl.
Okay, so it's now Sunday. To say I've had an exhausting week is an understatement. I definitely, as I've been like reiterating every day, like, I realize this is gonna take a lot. It's a big transition for everybody, for my son, for my family, for me, for the help that we're getting. We have a ball. You know, having my second child has really helped me open my eyes to like how I can provide as a mother, and help me see the goals that I want, or it's helped me get clear on my goals in life and in my family. Rio's doing a ball. But yes, I realize, you know, you all follow me for speech therapy content. It's just, I am also a mother, so it's really difficult to find that balance between recording what I can for speech therapy content and then also sharing my life as a mother. So I'm just gonna start to do more of both. I think like this organic content is really helpful as well to those with a family and those planning to become an SLPA or interested in becoming SLPAs, you can very well do it.
I'm jumping.
I just really want to close out this video with saying thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you have seen any of my SLPA videos, thank you for sticking with me through this motherhood journey. I'm still finding the balance between, you know, posting both type of content, my life as a mama and my life as an SLPA. So bear with me. I am still posting my reels every single Sunday. But I will do my very best to be more consistent on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching my video. I appreciate it, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.